Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we dive into the chart, I want every single investor and viewer to be aware that I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys towards the end of this video. If you don't have it already on your watch list, you definitely want to stay tuned on in to know which one it is, to add it to your radar, and why you should add it onto your watch list. So stay tuned for more information on that. Now, if you want to get live updates on when I'm looking at certain ticker symbols before any other platform, I've created a Patreon to have a private community for investors that want to learn and grow together. And not only that, but take their portfolios to newer levels. So in the Patreon, you can find the link down below in the description. There are different tiers. So I want every single investor to be aware to take advantage of these tiers before they get filled up, because then there will be newer tiers over time. So let's go ahead and jump into this chart. And if you learned something new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So here we are with ticker symbol CCIV, Churchill Capital Corp 4. Now, I want every single investor and viewer to be aware that I've been wanting to try to add this one to my watch list here of videos that we talk about, and even my own watch list, but I was not able to keep up with it. I mean, this ran way too quick in February for me to even get a hold of it, and it had been running for a while, but this was all of uncertainty and speculation, right? We finally get the merger announcement and the stock is falling. Now, if you guys want to remember a stock that reacted somewhere near the way this one's reacting, all you got to do is go back to Hyliion. Now, they're not the same stock, they're not the same thing, but man, was this a pre-anticipatory run all the way up to the 50s here, right? At a peak here of 54. And then after the merger, right, it changed from SHLL to HYLN. And then boom, we just started to see it fall. Now, Hyliion had a lot of different negative catalysts, okay? I'm not comparing the both because of their business model. They're completely two different companies, two different sectors of within a sector, right? Of a sector. So one is like focused on EV cars and like regular sedans and SUVs and cars that the most consumers will buy, and then this is focused on turning, you know, big trucks into electrical version, or adding it onto the truck's motor, and doing all this cool innovative stuff within this sector. And then also Hyliion's going to try to make their own trucks at some point. But the big deal here is the reaction. Now, last year to this year, there's been a lot of Spacs, and I'm no expert in Spacs or anything like that, but I've been able to watch the behavior due to the fact that so many Spacs have came out on how they react after. Now, remember, I just showed you guys Hyliion's chart, but Hyliion had a lot of negative catalysts that continue to pull it down. That might not be the case here for CCIV, but the beginning effect of the fact that the merger has been confirmed, and we're about to switch at some point from CCIV into the ticker symbol that Lucid Motors will be under with this merger. We're already seeing the uncertainty, right? And the fact that fear is kicking in. Because if you really know what Lucid Motors is, it was over the counter, below $1, and this needs to kind of start from scratch to grow its way up. And I've noticed that Spacs, man, they run like crazy before the announcement or even towards the announcement, and once the merger is complete, they start to pull back just a little bit, and some of them after that pullback run back up if investors truly believe in the stock. So right now, one of the biggest things you need to realize, no matter how bullish you feel and you are about your position is so much smaller than the bigger picture. You need to see how the average majority, right, of investors are feeling. Right now, it's definitely showing uncertainty and fear. Now, we need to watch this carefully, because all of a sudden, this can pop right back up with the news, and investors take it in a very speculative hype way, and they feel positive about it, so they run this one back up instead of continuing to pull down. But the merger was just announced today, right? confirmed here. We're seeing it. It's official, right? They went ahead and confirmed the SPAC after months of waiting, and obviously it's bound to happen. And they are going to also launch, you know, their luxury line in 2021, Lucid Motors, and then they talk about everything going on here. So there's a lot of cool things happening for this company, but it went from a rumor to officially being confirmed. So since it's confirmed now, you could see that there's no more speculation and hype. So you really want to pay close attention to this stock moving forward. So let's see here. Our support is right here at this point. This is the lowest point reached in the day, and that is $42. I just pay close attention to 42. I'll just round that down to $42. If that gets broken through, the next point would be down here at $37.88, close to $37.78, give or take, within that area, $37.80, okay? Just to kind of meet it in the middle. $37.80 gets broken to, this could be on its way to newer lows. But the first point is up here at the $42 mark. Now, if this starts to bring itself back up and there's some momentum being built, the bulls need to definitely break through this support that was once a support and now a resistance, $50.74, and then they need to break through the next point up here at $55 and some change. So I want every single investor and viewer to be mindful of these points of reference and not be caught by surprise that this is falling because the confirmation has already been made. A lot of these SPACs, they run up when there's bigger mysteries than actually things solved, right? When no one knows, but just everyone's hoping, right? That's when SPACs run up the most. Once it's confirmed, it takes away that whole entire, you know, excitement, speculation, and hype. And now it's just the original company, and the company itself needs to prove itself to stay within these valuations. So we definitely want to watch this carefully. I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts. I hope you guys found this video helpful and informative. And if you're a first-time viewer, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned till the end because I have a ticker symbol to share with you that you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to add it to your watch list. For everyone that has stayed to this point in the video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is one that we've talked about before. Now, if you've seen already in the previous parts of my video, I mentioned the Patreon. If you want to get updates on live ticker symbols that I'm starting to watch, why I'm watching them, you can definitely join us in the Patreon. The link is down below. But the ticker symbol I'm about to talk about is Fuel Cell, FCEL. Now, it's getting back to the numbers where we mentioned it here on the channel. Now, I had stated that if it went lower, the opportunity was going to get even better. But from that point forward, all it's done is grow. It hit a peak here of almost $29, and it's been going downwards. Now, the whole market is correcting or kind of pulling back a little bit, but some are pulling back more than others. Now, the fact that this is getting close to these numbers, I would definitely look at this closely and see what's going on. And if it breaks through this point of $15 and some change, this could be on its way down to newer lows. But we've already seen where its potential is. And if things start to come back up, there's a lot of room there. So you definitely want to watch this carefully if it's your first time coming across this one and coming across this ticker symbol. And for those of you that have been watching it since this point, and even when we reiterated that it had room to continue to grow, you know, we definitely saw growth here. Now, this pullback, I mean, the volatility of the market is normal. And I hope that for those of you that finally thought, you know, it's maybe time to get off of this one, or, you know, just keep it on my watch list for now and just keep a close eye on it, you know, that decision was definitely an opportunity to be made as you saw this hit a peak and it's just been going down. But the overall market's been feeling like this. So why am I reiterating this one? Well, because the potential of certain stocks still are there. The fundamentals of those potentials are still there. It's just the market overall is feeling a hit. Now, one big thing I would definitely recommend every single investor and viewer in doing is do further due diligence on the company And also, if you can check out institutional investors that are purchasing this and so forth, dig a little deeper to see what's going on and how the big players are feeling about this, because this is a big move downwards, but it's going back into that area where we first talked about it, to add it to your watch list. And this is a great time to definitely keep an eye on it and see if it consolidates within this area, or if it breaks through the $15 mark. Pay very close attention to what's going on, but not just to this stock, but to the overall market as well, to kind of guide yourself and see that it's not just the stock, but it's the market itself. And once the market starts to come back up, this stock's potential and the fundamentals of its business and opportunity is still slightly there. Okay, that's something to always remember, but you got to dig deeper. This might be the best time for those of you that were considering it and felt like it ran off too fast, to pay close attention to it and keep in mind, how this stock ran up to this point and what it's going on moving forward. Also, keep in mind the analysis rating of $11. I don't think that's been removed, and that analysis rating might become true, because remember, these analysis ratings are months from now. Now, it did a temporary pullback, and I knew that that was going to be temporary within this time period, but now it might even make that analysis rating be correct if the market overall continues downwards, because when the market's going down, every single individual stock is going down, feeling that hit as well. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.